What's going on, guys? It's PokeSays back with another timeline special. All of the claims in this video are fact checked, and I also got confirmation from Nintendo themselves, so I'm 100% correct on this. So let's get right into it. Now let's start with a blank canvas. I'm not sure on the exact dates because of some factors with the dimensions, so here we go. The first section of the timeline is the origin section, which starts with the sun and moon. And as we know, this game is old-fashioned and a very unorthodox way of introducing gyms and the Elite Four. This leads directly to how the Elite Four started and how it evolved, plus how it clearly states on all the island-defending Pokémon that they are, quote, parents of all Pokémon. This closes the very beginning of the timeline. Now, Ultra Moon and Sun are easily placed in a separate timeline / dimension, and it doesn't really affect anything for the main timeline, so it's basically a pointless game. Moving on to Black and White 1 and 2, they serve as more of a foundation of the universe, where it digs into the history of how Zekrom and Reshiram were, quote, the first of them all. And you may be thinking how Sun and Moon came into this. Well, everyone in the setting of Black and White don't know of the islands or Ultra Beasts. They just went undocumented. But also Black and White serve as a metaphor as Black and White television sets as in the past. So yeah, the next games are Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. The powerful Groudon and Kyogre were taken down in those games along with the terrorist groups Team Magma and Team Aqua. So then after that, the original Ruby and Sapphire make history with a new generation of terrorists and the main character, which goes with the theme of this video, history repeats itself. Basically the outcome happens, just the situation was at a lower scale. Now here's where things pick up, where the origin section ends and what I call the rainbow section starts. Now this was intentional according to Nintendo, that the next 9 games take place in the order of the rainbow. So here we go, the next 9 games go in order as such: Red, Fire Red, Gold, Heart Gold, Yellow, Green, Leaf Green, Emerald, and then finally Blue. Now, as you catch Rayquaza, you don't get to see this unless you perform a secret Easter egg from the original game where Rayquaza opens a portal, and for some reason it copies itself and turns it into a clone, which it ends up being Lugia, which leads directly into the power section, ending the rainbow section. As you may guess, Silver is next, and those games go in order as their names power / density, which the order goes Silver, Soul Silver, Pearl, Crystal, Diamond, and then Platinum. And that's basically the same as the rainbow section, nothing really game changing happens, but the theme stays the same. History repeats itself. Which now brings us to the final section of the video, which is present day. The next game is believed to be Sword and Shield, and it takes place in London after all, but the real mystery, folks, is Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, of how they fit into this. I just put them in a separate dimension. To be honest, this game was a waste and deserves no spot on my timeline. And finally, the most present game is Pokemon Go. This will be permanent as the most present game as long as they keep updating it and make it function and available for consumers. So that's it. I'm getting out of here.